Hey everybody, it's Kevin Weiss from bodyperformance.net, and I'm teaming with Riptone Fitness Products today to bring you this video about using the Olympic lifts to build strength and hypertrophy. So this is going to be a bit of a series that I'm going to break down into several exercises. But first off, I want to explain exactly what the Olympic lifts are and how I'm going to break them down. So the Olympic lifts are two lifts that are done in the Olympics. So a lot of people, when they hear about powerlifting or whatever, they think that we're talking about the same thing as people watch on TV when the Olympics are on. And it's different things. The powerlifting is three lifts. It's squat, bench press, and deadlift. And Olympic weightlifting is two lifts. And that's the snatch and the clean and jerk. Now, the snatch and the clean and jerk are very technical exercises, and the people that are doing them at a high level, competition level, they've usually been doing them for many years to get the technical stuff down, and it looks simpler than they're making it look for sure. So what does this mean to the regular person, the average trainee? Well, a lot of people, they want to do these lifts, and if they're involved in CrossFit or something, they maybe even attempted to do these lifts. But unfortunately, because the lifts are so technical, a lot of people end up doing them incorrectly, and that leads to A, very little progress, and B, a good chance of injury. So what I want to do with this series is I want to break these lifts down into smaller lifts, so in segments, if you will, and I want to take these lifts and make them into exercises that pretty much anybody can learn how to do, and also exercises that are going to benefit you as far as allowing you to gain strength overall or allowing you to gain muscle size overall. So the Olympic lifts themselves, because they're done typically quite heavy for low repetitions and very technical, they don't lend themselves to a lot of hypertrophy training. The reps are usually too low for that. So I'm going to break these down so that we can use them for more purposes and more people will be able to take advantage of them. So the first exercise we're going to go over is the snatch. I'll show you the snatch broken down into its parts. Then every video we're going to take one of those parts and make it into an exercise that you can use. So let's start with the snatch. Let's go over it, and then let's start with the first exercise that we're going to use, which is going to be the wide grip deadlift. So when you're setting up for the wide grip deadlift, you're going to be still using the same grip that you'd use in the snatch. So that's as wide as you can go while still keeping all your fingers on the bar. So first of all, let's look at the snatch, what it would look like in slow motion. See how the bar stays very nice and close, then it's pulled up, and then you actually pull yourself underneath the weights as they go over top of your head. So this takes a lot of flexibility and control in the hips and in the shoulders, and that's even doing it without any weight. So a lot of people can get themselves into trouble trying to do this full version of the Olympic lift. If you want to be an Olympic lifter, I encourage you to find a qualified Olympic lifting coach to show you how to do this. But what we're going to do is we're going to break this down now into the bottom position, so from the mid shin up to the waist. So as I have the wide grip, I'm pushing my feet into the ground as I keep my head straight and my back flat. Your hands are still staying on the bar in that same position, and you'll see as I put some weight on the bar, or it's hard to see from the side, but you'll see from the front, I encourage people to use straps with this because that'll allow your grip to not give out on you as you're using higher reps. And if you want to do something to build some muscle, you want to do a bit higher reps here. So you'll see the bar staying nice and close to me. My back is nice and flat in the bottom position, pushing my feet into the floor. At the top, I'm standing straight up, looking straight ahead, shoulders back, chest out. And as we turn to the front here, you can see I'm using the straps so that I don't have to worry about my grip failing me as I go through the exercise. This will let me focus on pushing my feet into the ground, keeping my back flat, and keeping myself safe as I'm using the exercise to work the muscles instead of just working on technique for 1 rep maxes. Kevin Weiss, bodyperformance.net, teaming with Riptone Fitness Products to bring you this first in the series of breaking down the Olympic lifts.